Howdy folks, welcome to Cryptic Munitions. Today we have a Polish TT33 or TT33C. For all you safety nuts out there, the gun is clear. Alright, now we're going to look at doing a basic field strip. Say you go out, shoot some corrosive ammo, no problem. This will easily get you clean. Alright, so for starters, we're going to, this here is your slide lock retainer. I don't know if you can see that right there, but that little piece on the right side of the pistol is your slide lock retainer. We're going to remove that back to the rearward position. Now, you'll notice that's kind of hard to pull out your slide lock here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of pressure on the barrel. I use the trigger to hold my hand and use my thumb to slide a little bit of pressure, pushing in the little bit of pressure, and it falls out. Once you get that out, you want to, the spring sits underneath the barrel. You're going to want to be prepared and hold that spring. If you do not, you're going to have a damaged spring. There's your spring. See? A lot of pressure. She's already wanting to pop up. You don't want to do that while it's still in the receiver. Now, your spring's removed. We're going to turn the buffer 180 degrees, slide the barrel buffer up, drop your barrel link out, and we then remove the barrel. And now you can go to your receiver and remove your basically hammer assembly. Now, if you have this issue, which all this is poor machining. Communist countries, they skip time to save money, and you have issues where parts aren't milled right. So my plunger came disconnected from my spring. All you do is, with a little bit of aggression, force that sucker back on. And there you have it. It's now attached. Now you can go ahead and begin cleaning your weapon. Say you're using surplus ammo and you have all that corrosive stuff. Clean out your barrel. Clean off the outer portion of your barrel, because you'll be surprised if you don't clean the outer side of your barrel off, it will start to rust. Because a lot of your gases escape through the chamber. You're going to want to clean out the inside of your slide, your inside the ejection port all the way up. Those gases travel. You're also going to want to clean out inside the mag well, where the buffer tube is, and pretty much the entire receiver. You're also going to want to remove your hammer assembly, and you're just going to want to give it a quick wipe down. Your spring, you really don't have to worry about too much, but if you want to, just wipe your spring down. You can dip it in a solution, whatever you prefer. The guide, or the slide lock, you really don't have to worry about, and your buffer, you do want to clean this off also. All those parts will rust if you don't, and surplus ammo ain't a problem. I probably shot 300-400 rounds of surplus through this weapon. But getting back to nitty gritty, let's put this sucker back together. So we'll go ahead, put our hand. See the two notches, nice two little notches. You'll notice on the sides of your hammer assembly there are two lugs. Those lugs sit right in those notches. How about that? There's a reason I just recocked it. You can leave it uncocked, or you can leave it full cock, however you prefer. I leave it full cock for a reason. You'll see that in a minute. Now, you take your barrel, slide it back into your slide, and it drops into place. Next step is to take your barrel to flip it 180 degrees back into position. Now, you see it's kind of a convex surface here. Basically, the side that's curving up sits on the barrel. The only reason I say it sarcastically is people are, what's convex? Yeah. Anyways, you take your plunger, which is the tip that I had to put back on, and you'll stick it back in here. See, this one has poor milling, so that's why the parts are a little rough. Now, what you'll do is, after you figure out how to do this, I can explain it to you, but sometimes the best part's figuring out on your own. You put it back together. Now, if it looks like this, don't worry, there's an easy way to fix that. You see how it's kind of poking up and not wanting to sit right? All you do, take your barrel link and you pull it forward or push it back, whichever way it needs to go. That needs to be center. Once that's center with the slide and the spring, everything will sit right. Don't let go of this. Don't let go of the spring. Sorry about that. Don't let go of the spring. If you let go of the spring, out it goes. You have to redo it. Take your receiver, take your slide. Don't jam it or you'll jam your finger. I shouldn't have to tell you that. See your spring sitting right there? You see how it's kind of wanting to pop out? Don't let it. Now here's the reason. Remember I pushed the barrel back before? Now watch. Right in there. See if I can get a little bit. See that little bit of daylight? You push and it opens up. You'll see it when you're doing it. But you give a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of a push, and it drops right in. No effort. Effortless. Now, that was your slide lock. Your retainer, take that, give a little gentle push forward, and you're good to go. Hey, how about that? We just have done a full field strip on a Polish TT33. Function check. Slide goes back. Slide locks. Goes forward. Obviously, hammer works. And we're good to go. That is a 1953 Polish TT33. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time. We have plenty more to go through.